Hey guys, my name's Joe over at Firebrand Media, and today I'm going to be talking about what makes a great corporate video. So, at Firebrand Media, we've shot everything from commercial ads to conferences, keynotes, and TEDx's. And something that we run into is corporate video. In corporate videos, a success trait that I often notice is not just the production magic of lights, camera, action. We have that fire, we can bring that heat, but it's really the message and the storytelling of the content that's being created. Just recently, we got a lead. They're trying to bring to market automated tech box for hearts, and what it does is it transports hearts with all these nice bells and whistles and features that bring it up to the current age of technology. Usually hearts are transported in these like igloos or these like cases that don't really have any tech behind them. They're just a standard cooler. But this company wants to take that to the next level by incorporating the technology in the space. A big thing that we focused on during our discovery was the storytelling element. So I was like, hey, tell me about you guys. Where did y'all come from? What's your background? I was really interested in who they were. And an interesting point of that is that two of their clients who had been heart recipients of transplant recipients used that device. It was a mother and a son. Now tell me, is that a compelling story? Do you think that might connect with somebody out there? Do you think someone could relate to a mother and son, or maybe a mother who's needing a heart transplant because the heart transplant is a part of her survival, not only for herself but her family? Or maybe it's the son and a mother looking to her son for the future of his life and maybe his grandkids, right? And yada yada. The point being that that story became the core message of our conversation, and it's an emotional one. Typically, in a successful corporate video, the great deal of that messaging has to appeal to the emotions or the pain points of the viewership, of the people watching. A great corporate video that I can think of would be the Farmer's Dog. Okay, so the Farmer's Dog is a brand that makes craft recipe dog food. It's like specialty dog food, and the way that they convey that message of emotion to me and hitting a pain point for me as a dog owner — I have a little furry family member — is by positioning the visuals in a way that shows dogs not enjoying the dog food that they're currently eating, the hard stuff that you see in bowls. Me and my wife were sitting down on the couch watching Game of Thrones or whatever we're watching, and we see an ad pop up for the Farmer's Dog, and they show a dog in a dark, dimly lit kitchen, and they got this little bowl out with this hard dog food, and it says that this wasn't meant to create happiness, and it shows the dog looking down, and then it says, give your furry family members a taste of happiness, and it shows this dog food, and the space warms up, the video warms up, it's light and airy, people are laughing, puppies are having fun, and they look happy as well, and it's very simple, and I know it's not a corporate video, but something it does is it appeals to the emotional pain point that I have in making sure that the well-being of my furry family members are happy. We want to make sure that they feel loved and that they're taken care of. At the end of the day, they are appealing to our emotions using that ad, and it doesn't necessarily need to be an ad. Great corporate videos can tell stories with the people that they interact with in a meaningful way. Looking back at that client I had mentioned that is in discovery with us, about their two patients that have been recipients of hearts that have been in their product. It doesn't necessarily answer a question. It appeals emotionally to a base of people that have struggled they're struggled with heart issues, or maybe they've had this anxiety about heart transplants. Not only does it build their trust and authority, but the emotional appeal is something that people will remember. A corporate video is not just strapped by the ins and outs of, let's say, a logistics business, or let's say a corporate office that is hosts hedge fund managers, or multifamily development. There's a way to appeal to an audience between the lines of those business models or those industries. Let's use like multifamily development. Okay, it's not the most exciting industry, but it's an industry that's always growing. And a way that a client that we've worked with, the way that they've appealed to their base is by showing the impact that housing has on the North Texas Metroplex. North Texans right now are in short supply of affordable housing. And a way to target that, or in not and outside of the emotional appeal, is by adding housing, adding workforce housing, tapping into those programs in their communities. And so I could say, working in those portfolios, there were a lot of tears and happiness on both sides of filming a client testimonial, or someone who was granted access to workforce housing within a multifamily development company. So appealing to an audience via those emotions within corporate video is going to make it a big success. It's something you need to focus on. Dive in, find the silver linings in your business model. You could be a sign manufacturer. You could be, a textile business, or let's say you're a business that focuses on e-com. It affects someone it affects someone in a positive light. There are people who could tell their stories about that experience with you, your business, and your product or service. If you'd like to learn more about, what makes a successful or a great corporate video, feel free to reach out and let us know. We'd love to help you.